Jaws VZ, we back with another video. You'll see the thumbnail, you'll see the title. It's Jasmine Crocket. That's all I gotta say. I don't gotta say nothing else, so let's get right into it. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, comment, share the video, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload, y'all. Let's get it.
And now I want to bring in Harris campaign co-chair, Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crocket, who's joining us. She is from Texas, so let's discuss what's happening in your home state tonight. What do you hope voters will take away from the Harris campaign event? And can Beyonce get Texas voters excited in a way no one else can?
Yeah, so first of all, it's great to see you, but I hope that they definitely take away some good music, that's for sure, because we definitely have some of the best artists that are on this side. But more importantly, you know, the repro issue is a very real issue, and it's an issue that cuts across every single type of background, you know, whether we're talking about those that are seeking IVF or whether we're talking about those that are trying to expand their family or whether we're talking about victims. It is important that we have this conversation, and I think this entire campaign, she's tried to keep it front and center. I think that it's also important that we highlight that once we end up with a President Harris, she has to be able to govern. And so we know that there is a battleground to topple Ted Cruz right now in Texas. She's going to need a Senate that actually wants to do something and move her agenda along. And so I think that this is a double whammy for us. Hopefully this will be the little injection that Colin Allred needs as well to hopefully get him past Ted Cruz.
And you mentioned this close Senate race, Democrat Colin Allred trying to unseat Republican Ted Cruz. What is making it so close? And what about the presidential race? Do you think VP Harris could pull off a Texas upset?
I think that Ted Cruz is uniquely hated. And I would hope that Texans would reject, you know, Donald Trump the same way. But the numbers are clear. Ted Cruz is going to struggle with an undervote. Everything that we see shows that. We know that when it was 6 years ago, he only won that seat back by 3 points, and he struggled with an undervote then. We know that Colin Allred has been very aggressive on his fundraising, and that he has a record that he can run on, and that he is willing to go toe-to-toe with Ted Cruz, as we saw in the debate, and really call him out. So I do think that there is a possibility, and here's the reality. You know, when Ted Cruz won the state of Texas, we were 47th for voter turnout. Right now, we are starting to see some record numbers on voter turnout. If we can actually turn out, I absolutely believe that it is our it's a good day for Colin Allred and a good day for democracy as a whole in this country. So if I had one thing to say, it's Texas show up. They are afraid of your power. We know that it is a majority minority state, and we know that more African Americans live in the state of Texas than any other state. So if we show up and we vote, we will get rid of Ted Cruz.
Show up
and he can go ahead and permanently live in Cancun.
We know you've been on the campaign trail, not just in Texas, but across the country, trying to support Democrats and turn out the vote, including in battleground Michigan. I'm just curious, what are you hearing from voters in these final weeks?
Yeah, I think everybody's a little bit nervous, but what we are seeing is that we are seeing movement on the ground. But at the end of the day, we know that the blue team is going to work for it. Every single obstacle that has been thrown in the vice president's way, she has decided that she was going to meet that moment, if not exceed that moment. And she has a deeper bench. You know, people only show up for Donald Trump when it comes to the Republican ticket. But I have been all over. I am currently sitting in Georgia. I'll absolutely be in Texas by this afternoon. I just got back from Nebraska because we absolutely need that blue dot. We need to make sure that Senator Vargas becomes Congressman Vargas in the state of Nebraska. I was with Nikki Bazinski, a seat that we need to hold on to out of Illinois. So we are fighting, number one, to make sure that we take control of the House. But number two, we are fighting literally just to make sure that people understand that there's only one team that is going to do the work to make sure that your lives are better, and that we understand that nothing is perfect right now and there's so much work to be done, but that we absolutely have an agenda instead of having concepts of a plan or not being honest when we want to introduce Project 2025 into your lives to wreak more havoc, such as this Project 2025 Supreme Court has done already.
Quickly, if you will, I do want to get your thoughts on what we heard from Trump last night in Arizona, another battleground, also a border state like Texas. And he focused his message on immigration, saying the U.S. has become a dumping ground and a garbage can for the world. What's your reaction to that?
It's just not true, and it's sickening. And I hate that he plays on the fact that most people, unless you've been through the immigration system, don't really understand how immigration works. But typically, when I'm on the road and people talk to me about the price of food, one of the things that I ask them is, how many of your children are you raising to go and work on the farms? And I usually get absolutely zero hands. And I explain to them, this is why we don't demonize people that are actually coming to our country to help us out economically. If you want to better understand how it is that our food prices are so expensive, well, one of the reasons is that we don't have the labor that we need. I have talked to the farmers as someone that serves on the ag committee, or when we look at how he's demonized the Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, we know that those business persons have come out and said, no, 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 they helped us out. We needed that labor. So we need to be smart about immigration. We obviously need to be safe. And there was a bipartisan bill that could have been passed, but it was Donald Trump that decided that he wanted something to campaign on. Do you want somebody that is going to play games with you, or do you want somebody that is going to offer solutions regardless as to who is in the White House? And that is the blue team. We are solutions oriented. That is why he is taking so many rounds and taking credit for things such as the stimulus checks that he ended up signing into law. It was the Democrats in the House and the Senate that produced that legislation. It wasn't initiated by him. All he did was slow the checks down because he wanted to put his name on it. But that's because Democrats believe in governing no matter who is in the White House, unlike the Republicans. And this is why we have had the most unproductive Congress in the history of Congresses, because the Republicans run it. So if you want more of the same people that cannot get along with themselves, people that don't want to solve your problems but instead point fingers, then absolutely vote Republican. If you want to move this country forward and not go back, then that means that you've got a team in the Harris-Walz ticket.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crocket, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And she didn't do no hiccuping at all. She didn't do no hiccuping. I hope y'all voted. Make sure y'all vote. I don't care who y'all vote for. I do, but I don't at the same time. You got your opinion on your stuff. But make sure y'all vote, man. It's very important. We got a week left. Wait, no, 2 weeks left, right? Something like that. I think it's November 5th. I don't know where we're at right now in life. I'm just going along with it. Where we at? There's no way that's next week, right? Yeah. So that's literally next week on Tuesday. So make sure y'all vote. I don't know what the last day is. Make sure y'all vote, man. It's very important. At least I think it's important. I feel like they be picking who should win at this point. But make sure y'all vote, man. I'll keep saying it. Shout out to Miss Jasmine Crocket for, you know what I'm saying, always coming through with the messages through these videos and stuff. I know I ain't posting about 4 days, but I was not in town. And I should have scheduled my videos, but I didn't. It's okay. Make sure y'all watching every video I post. Yo, every video is very important. Always have a message behind it. And I'm learning. I'm learning like y'all learning every single day about the world. So let me know what I should react to down in the comment section. Whether it's some news update, no matter politics, no matter what it is. Y'all let me know what to react to, and I'll react to it. I don't even care if it's music. Like, let me know what you react to. I'll react to it. Make sure y'all subbing up to the channel, like the video, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload. Make sure y'all comment down below. And about 70% of y'all that watch my videos not subscribed, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm saying we usually post every single day besides the last 4 days. But yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. I love y'all so much. Stay safe, stay blessed. Make sure y'all vote. Peace and love.